Greetings, my fellow freedom lovers, thinkers. This is LO3's newest podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy Mangoes of South Florida. And today's date, actually, is Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, January 10th, 2018. Ooh, yeah. Posted some stuff from Facebook the past couple days, interesting things going on. And just keeping quiet, of course, everyone's talking about Oprah. Supposedly, they're talking about possibly running for president, supposedly, but who the hell cares? Another distraction as far as I'm concerned. I am at Squiggy's New York Style Pizza, located at 207 Southwest 2nd Street in the Hermitage District of Fort Lauderdale. And for pickups, 954-522-6655. 11 a.m. They say 3 a.m. here, but 4:30 a.m. 6 days a week. Come on by, tell them, look the third, sent ya. So, I'm not going to go too crazy here. I'm going to do a couple. And, of course, you hear how the left is attacking white people. Some form of witch hunting fetish, a climax on scapegoating, show them their true adulthood. And this is a very disturbing epidemic if you study history. How this can lead to genocide, democide, etc. 20th century alone, they scapegoat groups, blame them for issues and so forth. Like going after the Armenians by the Ottoman Empire of Turkey, and of course the Third Reich, accusing the Jews for the economy, collectively that is. So just give you some examples of how dangerous this trend can be, including even with what happened with the Khmer Rouge. Anyone educated, they got exterminated as well. So check out the movie The Killing Fields. Decent story behind it, horrific to be exact. So I want to be talking about here from Natural News. Came out the 9th of January, the Tuesday. It says here the less attack on white people resembles the same demonization of Jews before the Great Genocide. This is by J.D. Hayes. As it reads here, in case you haven't noticed, lately the leftist-dominated popular culture has a new boogeyman, white people, which was plainly evident again recently after People magazine dared to name a white guy as the sexiest man alive, as reported by Gregory Hood at the UN's Review. For the mainstream media, it was a bona fide crisis. Blake Shelton, a European-American country singer, a host of The Voice, whom I have never heard of until yesterday morning, was named People's Magazine's sexiest man in the world. The result was outrage. Hood noted that Marlo Stern, writing at the Daily Beast, claimed that people are justifiably up in an uproar given Mr. Sheldon's history of homophobic and racist comments. Many on social media are blasting the magazine's decision, calling upon Mr. Sheldon's past tweets have been labeled as racist, misogynistic, and homophobic, noted Fox News. Okay, so the mainstream media being hyper-focused on this kind of tripe isn't anything new, because Sheldon has often jokingly made references to alternative lifestyles as a problematic only for left-wing kooks, none of them who will ever be accused of having a sense of humor. But the additional criticism of Sheldon was focused on his whiteness. Of course, you know how these Tinkleberries think. Well, continue on here. As Hood noted further, Gabriel Bell at Salon called it a problematic pick because it was reinforcement and celebration of the same toxic sin gender, male sexuality, the evolution of an underwhelming white man to a position of a popular acclaim, ignoring the people of color and various other perceived sins. There's a video on here too by Tucker. Had enough with the double standard. Others made similar, some tied in their criticism of Sheldon's race to Trump's America as an insinuation of that. Of course, Trump is a bigot racist as well, despite the very obvious lack of evidence that's true. Make no mistake, all this white shaming is purposeful is problematic. Here's why. By objectifying white people, which is what this is, it makes them less in the eyes of others, and the white race or races of people are made to feel like they're less than others. What follows next is usually horrifying, like slavery or worse, extermination. No, that's not hyperbole. Related, reverse racial bias. White people tend to think that black people are always telling the truth. Because some people have objectified others, slavery has existed. And it existed long before slavery was brought to the American continent. For Adolf Hitler and his Nazi party objectified Jews, 6 million of them were exterminated in the 1940s. And now the left seeks to objectify whites. Syndicated comments with former Reagan administration official Paul Craig Roberts discusses objectification in a recent column referencing an UN's review piece by Hood. Roberts said it was a clarion call for white people, labeling opposition to whites as identity politics. He noted that another piece, which appeared as an opinion article in the Texas State University newspaper, literally referred to the white DNA as aberration and abomination. Whiteness will be over because we want it to be, the article reads. According to a photograph sent to Fox News by multiple viewers, when it dies, there'll be millions of cultural zombies aimlessly wandering across a vastly large changed landscape. Besides stating, white death will mean liberation for all, comments Rudy Martinez. Also says whiteness is a construct to perpetuate a system of racist power, and white people are an aberration. I'm just wondering if he had any white European descent in him, Mr. Rudy Martinez. Just another globalist Uncle Tom, according to these quotes. Now imagine the utter outrage if a white person had written that black DNA or Hispanic DNA or Asian DNA was an aberration. That person would literally face death. But it's okay to say that DNA is an aberration, though really it's not okay. Understand that these people are not writing and saying these things just to be outrageous. They really believe it. A campaign to make sure there are no white celebrities and the white culture is never portrayed positively has the same intent as tearing down statues of white heroes, White Hood. The political endgame is not hard to imagine. Displacement from the culture is followed by displacement from other nations. Cultural elimination paves the way for physical elimination. Follow more news on genocide at genocide.news. Of course, J.D. Hayes is an editor for the National Sentinel and does News Target and all that also. You get to check these other sources out as well. Well, to be very frank, if people believe in this aberration of any particular group are far more than enemies of humanity, okay? I'm not hesitant to say it. Individuals like that have the attributes of these scumbag tyrants of the 20th century and before that, regardless what they look like, or where they're from, or who they blow. And anyone that jumps in this pathetic bandwagon are victims or sympathizers to Jim Jones. That's right, Jim Jones syndrome. Not afraid to call these folks out. And if you don't like it, you know what to do. Because the truth of the matter is, my friends, this is just another example of eugenics. If you eliminate one group, become the domino effect. And don't be surprised if they're bought and paid for by the One World Order on this scenario. I recommend everyone to go check out the Georgia Guidestones. I know many of you, my fellow listeners, have examined it and shared this information with me. But anyone else here for the first time that still believe in this garbage propaganda matrix, go up there. It's in the east of Atlanta. They want to eliminate 85-90% of the people worldwide. You don't give a damn who they are, including dark-skinned individuals, etc., across the board. So that's one of the areas I don't like. Doesn't matter who they are. And people that know me for a long time, I support freedom and liberty for everyone around the world. I defy genocide, democide, regardless. I'm pretty damn consistent on this. So, if you're going to be part of this herd conformity, you have the attributes of walking antimatter. Turn off the damn TV. I chat with folks all walks of life who are laughing at these people. Well, that's the way to do it. Start laughing at them. Tell them how pathetic they are. And find out how far they pull down their pants to get these positions. That's my intake on this matter. I'll do one more here. I know it's going to be a short segment. And it came out yesterday as well from Truth Out. I haven't really done Truth Out in a while. Another progressive, However, they got some good articles in here as well. I'll be very fair. I'm very fair with these guys. I give them the respect. They got great viewpoints. And vigilance is okay. This one's here. Came out yesterday by Kit O'Connell, Ministry of Hemp. That's here. World Health Organization says cannabinoid is safe with no potential for abuse. A division of the World Health Organization declared CBD oil to be safe with many potential benefits that recommend that it should remain fully legal. Recommendations came in a report from Expert Committee on Drug Dependency, or ECDD, which advises the global body on how to handle various substances that could be addictive or otherwise harmful. The authors were unambiguous about their assessment. In humans, CBD exhibits no effects indicative of any abuse or dependence potential. The report also outlined numerous potential benefits of CBD, though the authors emphasized that more research is needed. These findings are an important sign of the shift in attitude towards this beneficial extract, which thousands of people use regularly. It also places WHO policy at odds with that of the United States last year. The Drug Enforcement Agency issued frightening statements insisting CBD remains illegal. Of course, because it takes them out, it jeopardizes their jobs, okay? CBD oil is a nutritional supplement made from agricultural hemp, a close relative of the psychoactive cannabis or marijuana, a substance that people consume to feel high. By contrast, while CBD causes few, if any, side effects, growing a body of evidence suggests it could help conditions ranging from depression to some forms of chronic pain. The hemp industry has promised to fight the DEA in court if necessary, and so far individual consumers haven't faced legal trouble as a result buying CBD oil products. As we'll explain below, we believe the latest findings from WHO, or WHO, could be an important part of changing how CBD is treated worldwide. CBD is not associated with abuse, this is by the World Health Organization to be exact, but has great healing potential. The ECD report was actually published in November, but received renewed attention from policymakers and in the media after the December 30th publication of a set of the committee's recommendations for various narcotic substances. The committee raised a serious alarm about the risk posed by carfentanil, a dangerous synthetic opioid similar to the notorious fentanyl. But their response to CBD was sharply different. While the ECDD wants to see the strictest possible control put on carfentanil and other synthetic opioids, they argue that CBD should remain totally legal and recommend a further investigation of its potential benefits. The ECDD therefore concluded that current information just does not justify scheduling of cannabinoid and postpone a fuller review of cannabinoid preparations to May of 2018, when the committee will undertake a comprehensive review of cannabis and cannabis-related substances. The WHO Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, benefits that deserve deeper research. I'll be back. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked here. It says here, I'll go back here. The ECD therefore concluded that current information does not justify scheduling the cannabinoid and postpone further review of cannabinoid preparations to May 2018, where the committee will undertake a comprehensive review of cannabis and cannabis-related substances, the HWO reported. The ECCD's report on CBD goes even further. Bolton suggests that CBD is safe for human consumption, that CBD has many potential benefits that deserve deeper research. CBD is not associated with abuse potential, the author wrote. They also reported that numerous studies have found that CBD is non-toxic with few side effects. Preliminary research noted even suggests that CBD has no effect on embryonic development. Just as importantly, the report acknowledges the growing bodies of scientific evidence which suggests CBD has great healing potential. The clinical use of CBD is most advanced in the treatment of epilepsy. Yeah, there's been a lot of research on that as well. Many epilepsy sufferers, including children, with forms of epilepsy that are difficult to treat through conventional means, have discovered that CBD can offer sometimes significant relief to their symptoms. There is also evidence that CBD may be a useful treatment for a number of other medical conditions, known as the ECCD. However, this research is considerably less advanced than for treatment of epilepsy. Additionally, the diverse range of conditions for which CBD has been considered by scientists as a possible treatment is consistent of the neuroprotective, epileptic, hypoxia, asthma, controlling the flow of oxygen, anoxylytic, and antipsychotic, analgesic, pain relieving, anti-inflammatory, anti-asthmatic, and anti-tumor properties. The author that adds CBD might be even help with tobacco and other forms of drug addiction. The report also includes a rather remarkable chart of outlining all CBD potential benefits. And there's a nice list on here, which you can check out yourselves on Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, pain, psychosis, anxiety, nausea, and even diabetes complications and cardiovascular diseases. So I'm gonna let you guys see that list yourselves. And it's pretty cool. And it says here, expert committee on drug dependency report potential CBD benefits. Who report on CBD can lead the way to better global drug policies. The ECCD primary role is to advise the WHO and its members of government, including the U.S., about how to handle mind-altering substances based on their recommendations. Drugs are scheduled or listed in a single convention on narcotic drugs, a 1961 international agreement that determines which drugs are illegal and which are considered to have medical benefits despite their risk. By recommending CBD oil, remain unscheduled, the ECCD sends a powerful message to a global community that CBD should be legal. While stopping short of openly recommending the use of CBD, the WHO are clearly expressed the need of more investigation into CBD and other similar cannabinoid substances. It is not only the sign of thawing international attitudes towards CBD, as previously reported by the Ministry of Hemp. The World Anti-Doping Agency, which sets global policy for substances used in sports, will allow athletes to use CBD starting in 2018. Meanwhile, in the U.S., debate ranges on between hemp advocates who say CBD is both legal and beneficial, and the government officials who insisted that it should remain a Schedule I substance, in other words, the legal drug deemed to have no medical benefits whatsoever. We believe that there is a reason to hope the overwhelming body of scientific evidence about the benefits of CBD and in support of influential bodies like the WHO will eventually forcing the United States to reevaluate its stance too. Thanks to ECCD, so many passionate advocate legalization is only a matter of time before CBD and cannabis in all forms are fully embraced as a miraculous gift of humanity. And I have to agree on this. And I've been, studying this stuff when I was a kid, my teens and so forth. And even that book I read called The Emperor Wears No Clothes by the late Jack Hare, who started Help End Marijuana Prohibition, or HEMP for anchoring. This is important to know because Big Pharma is a little bit worried about it. So this is why grassroots movements, which is happening, even at state and local level, things are being decriminalized, regulated, and so forth. It's going to take some time, but things are working out. And I remember the last show I was talking about Jeff Sessions with his marijuana enforcement order is going to backfire, because even there's a bill called HR 1122, which is entitled "End Federal Marijuana Federal Marijuana Prohibition Law," and there's going to be multiple co-sponsors from both sides of the table, Democrats and Republicans. So it's going to, and what they can do, actually fund it on raiding states that have legal marijuana, recreational marijuana. So I support the CBD oil. It's very good. And like I said, I've been studying stuff for years. I know I'm repeating myself. Forgive me on this. The truth of the matter is, my friends, you got to be responsible for our actions. Use this for medical purposes and other things instead of relying on Big Pharma. But the FDA is not going to like it. Well, who the hell cares, right? As far as I'm concerned, they should be done anyway. All right, well, that's all. I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share through your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, or you send me something interesting you want to check out, whatever you do, please address the correspondence with decorum. You can hit me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Tumblr, YouTube, Freedoms Network, Minds.com, FutureNet.club, Patreon.com/Local3rd, 3 eyes. You can hit me on Gab, Gab.ai. And Scene.life looks like they're out and about. So I'm going to disregard them. That's how it goes. Or you can email me at lookluck3@gmail.com, or to continue ones, lookyourluck3@protonmail.com. All right. Well, you can hear people talking about the la stuff, which is okay. And once again, thank you for your time. But always remember that demonic resistance is helpful for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves, keep on spreading love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.